The snow seemed to have stopped, and the city was white and bright as the early arrived dawn. The sky must be clear. It was extremely blue, as clean and transparent as glass, and it was so refreshing even at a glance. Brother Fa and his ex-wife stopped talking and looked out of the window together. There were still many passing vehicles on Zhongshan Road. Their taillights were flowing colorfully on the snowland. The ex-wife stood up and said, "It's getting late. I should be back." Brother Fa blinked a few times and was about to say something, but the phone rang deliberately again. Brother Fa frowned and was about to pick it up, but saw that his ex-wife took the handheld phone out of the bag. The ex-wife tilted her head and put her phone on her earlobe. The ex-wife heard a sentence with an then another sentence with another Her face was happy and gentle. The ex-wife said, "I'm talking about something with a former acquaintance." The former acquaintance was unhappy when he heard this. He was listening and stringing the content of the ex-wife's phone call with or without intentions. Besides the New Year's wishes, Brother Fa could hear that the caller is in Xi'an. He will be back the day after tomorrow. Xi'an knew that it was snowing in Nanjing. He told the ex-wife to wear more clothes, while the ex-wife told Xi'an not to eat on the street. Talk later, and the ex-wife will call after a while. Brother Fa squeezed off the cigarette butt and asked, "Man?" The ex-wife said, "Yes." Brother Fa said, "Getting hot." The ex-wife stopped answering and started to tie a scarf around her neck. Brother Fa asked, "Who?" The ex-wife lifted up her coat, hanging on her elbow, and said, "Da Long." Brother Fa smiled with a twisted mouth. Only halfway through the smile, Brother Fa stopped his smile. "Who are you talking about?" The ex-wife said, "Da Long." Da Long was Brother Fa's closest buddy, who used to work as a deputy in Brother Fa's company. At that time, he often ate and drank at Brother Fa's home. He went out to establish his own business only half a year ago. Brother Fa's face became serious, and he said sharply, "When did you hook up? What are you guys doing?" Brother Fa stood up, knocked on the table with his finger, and announced his final judgment. "This is absolutely no!" Brother Fa was like no one is around him. The ex-wife was also like no one around, and even Brother Fa didn't exist. The ex-wife began to put on the coat, like in front of her full-length mirror, with her little pinky out, slowly buttoning the coat. As the wrist turned, the ex-wife's fingers stretched and swayed like plants in the wind. The curvaceous look of the ex-wife's fingers completely angered Brother Fa. He almost saw the ex-wife's fingers flowing like water on the naked back of Da Long, and a named fire burned in Brother Fa's chest with a whir. Brother Fa was furious, punched the table with his fist, and shouted, "You can open your thighs to any man, but not to Da Long!" The restaurant suddenly calmed down, and people looked at them and then looked at each other. People could even hear Brother Fa gasping. The ex-wife's hands froze on the last button. Her eyes were like ice. The whole person was like ice. But then the piece of ice trembled. The ex-wife picked up the remaining XO and threw it on Brother Fa's face with both the glass and wine. Because of the trembling, the ex-wife spilled the wine on the table, but the glass hit the window glass. The glass shattered on the glass, turning it to a crispy sound flying around. The remaining sound was lingering and trying to struggle to the new year. The ex-wife was already in the taxi when Brother Fa chased to the lobby. Brother Fa came out of Jinling Hotel and stood at the intersection of Hanzhong Road. The New Year's Eve, with the snow covered, was really beautiful. The heavy snow bounced back the lights and colors of the festival, the cold lightfulness and the empty colorfulness.